holding signs and taking advantage of your free speech doesn't cut it. If you care about the First Amendment, I'm going to wait till Joe Ligotti finishes his introduction to obedience. Everybody's handing me notes saying they gotta go. You can't go, Francisco, and no, the other guy that says he's gotta go can't go either.
The entire country stopped for 7 hours so we can be here with you. You guys all awake? Raise your hand if you're awake.
I want to tell you a very quick story, and I've actually cut this from 3 pages down to 1. Alright? Everybody's attention, please. The Tom Duggan Memorial Award is going to be later on. I think this is just as important. I really do. The Valley Patriot was sued for 8 years. We were sued, people in the back, we were sued because we got a phone call in August of 2008 from an attorney in Lawrence who said this: I want to know who dimed us out on the story you reported on the radio. We want to know who was your source on the story that you reported on us. And Mr. Duggan. Yes.
Just the voice.
And he said, and Mr. Duggan, what's going to happen is if you don't give me your source, Massachusetts has no shield law. So I'm going to get you under a deposition, and I'm going to ask you who your source is. And if you don't give it to me, you're going to jail until you decide to come forward and give me your source. So we told him to pound sand, and he made good on his threat. One of my sources on the story, one of my many sources on the story, was former Lawrence School Committee member, former Lawrence City Councilor, former Lawrence Planning Director. A lot of formers going on with this guy, Michael Sweeney. You're not supposed to give him to that yet. He's not supposed to know he won yet. Listen, the bottom line here is we're getting very disorganized. The bottom line here is this. Because you keep interrupting me over here. I've known Mike Sweeney now for about 30-something years. In the time that I've known him, he has exposed leaking toxic chemicals at the Lawrence Water Treatment Plant, leaking mercury at the foot of Mount Vernon in a water pumping station, corrupt developers trying to steal property on Providence Street because their friend was the council president and they gave the guy money. He exposed the raiding of the stadium fund by a previous mayor. And then when my lawsuit came up, I called him on the phone the night before my deposition, and I said, Mike, we've been friends for a lot of years, but I will respect your opinion. If you want me to let you remain anonymous, I will go to jail for you.
I don't understand. I'm just waiting for what I'm supposed to do. Hey, listen, you have me come here, you know what I do? I break balls.
The bottom line is we spent about $46,000 on this lawsuit, and Michael Sweeney said to me the night before my deposition, Tom, I don't want you to go to jail. I'd rather you not name me, but if you have to name me, if you have to name me, then I want to come and I want to testify that everything you said was true. And I named him, and the minute I named him, the guys who sued us named him as a co-defendant and cost him thousands of dollars for being my source. He still showed up at every hearing, at every deposition, and the testimony he gave, like Ricky D'Agostino, the testimony he gave blew out some of the worst corruption in the city of Lawrence. By the way, investigative reporter Michelle McVie, get Sweeney's deposition. Read Sweeney's deposition. There is gold in them there, Hills. So I couldn't believe that there was anybody that would deserve a First Amendment award more than Michael Sweeney. So our First Amendment Lifetime Achievement Award, first time ever, goes to former Lawrence School Committee member Michael Sweeney.
So they have completely raided without public notice, without public input, with no public hearing, all of the money that was allocated to the Veterans Memorial Stadium. And I think that the public in the city has made it very clear. I don't know how you can make it any clearer. I know the city council's made it clear that the stadium is one of the priorities in this city.
Listen, I know everybody wants to go home. Mike, where you going? Come back here, Mike.
Oh,
back up here. So listen, I know as the mayor of the city of Lawrence, and all these lawsuits have something to do with the city of Lawrence, so I gotta make sure I'm not, can I give you $1 so that we can be like client privilege? Am I covered? Okay. So 9/11 happens, and I'm a manager at the stadium projects, and Mike's around. Mike's blowing up my phone. The first plane goes into the first tower, then the second plane, and Mike and I are talking. I mean, and Mike's a New York Yankees fan, if you don't know that. Please throw a rock if you want later on. Mike's like, let's fill the tank and let's go down there. Remember that, Mike? Let's fill the tank, let's go down there. I'm a veteran to go forward, but in my heart, I would just like to serve, just like Mike does. They telling people not to come. We want to go give blood. We want to go help something, do something. We can't. We're jumping out of our skins. And that's my memory of Mike. And I know that Tommy talked about the First Amendment stuff, but Mike's real. I don't know if anybody was around during the floods. Mike was actually a city employee at that time. And Mike was part of the heartbeat of that city government, making sure people got from their homes to safe places, from their safe places back to their homes. And that's the stuff we try to do in city government every day, and Mike did that. So when I get approached by a former mayor, I said, listen, we're gonna make some move, I'm new, I gotta fire a couple people. Can you help me out? I said, listen, fire who you want, but I'm not gonna vote against firing, I'm not gonna vote for firing Mike Sweeney. First of all, I know Mike Sweeney saved your butt. And I know Mike Sweeney's a great guy on top of that, so you just can't have my vote on that. And it was one of the best votes I ever took as a city council in the city of Lawrence. And Mike, lifetime achievement or not, Mike who loves to use the nuclear option every time. You guys know what that means, the nuclear option? All right, 98% of the time. North Korea says that stuff too, But I just wanted to get a chance. If my friend Mike Sweeney was going to get an award, I just wanted to say something nice about him. And that's how I think about Mike Sweeney. So even though Tommy Duggan doesn't always get it right, all right, you get it right sometimes. I don't be a joke. Mike Sweeney definitely, wanted to say something nice about it. This award definitely is a good place to go. Thank you so much.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the beginning of the program. We've got a couple of awards.